Have you ever wondered how the rich seem to grow their wealth even when times are tough? What if I told you it's not about having a magic formula or winning the lottery? Instead, it's about following a set of simple, practical rules that anyone can adopt. These are the same principles Dave Ramsey teaches millions, and today we are diving into the 5 rules to manage your money like the rich and build wealth that lasts. Rule number 1. Live below your means. Living below your means is the golden rule that separates those who build wealth from those who merely chase it. It's a principle that might seem obvious, but in practice is where many fall short. Let's look at Warren Buffett, a billionaire with access to endless luxury, yet he still lives in the same modest home he purchased in 1958. It's not because he can't afford more, but because he knows the key to building lasting wealth is spending far less than you make. Consider the story of Ronald Reed, a janitor and gas station attendant from Vermont. He quietly amassed an $8 million fortune by living below his means. How he avoided that? Spent sparingly and invested wisely. No flashy cars, no oversized homes, just the quiet discipline of spending less than he earns and letting compounded interest work its magic over time. In contrast, many high earners fail to build wealth because they fall into the trap of lifestyle inflation. As income rises, so do the expenses. Nicer cars, bigger homes, lavish vacations. But living paycheck to paycheck at a higher income level is still living paycheck to paycheck. The rich understand that true wealth isn't in the possessions you own, but in the financial freedom you create. The power of living below your means isn't about depriving yourself, it's about giving yourself options. When you spend less than you earn, you free up money to save, invest, and ultimately build wealth that grows exponentially over time. It's not glamorous, but it's the foundation upon which financial success is built. If you're enjoying the video, hit the subscribe button and comment down your thoughts. If you want to explore money-making strategies, click the link in the description to start your financial journey. Rule number 2. Pay off debt aggressively. Paying off debt aggressively is a cornerstone of financial freedom, a mantra that resonates deeply with Dave Ramsey's teachings. Imagine waking up one day free from the heavy burden of debt, where every dollar you earn is yours to keep and invest. That dream is within reach, and the journey begins with making a conscious decision to tackle your debts head-on. Consider the inspiring story of a couple named Jessica and Mike, who found themselves trapped in a cycle of credit card debt that totaled nearly $50,000. The monthly payments were consuming a significant portion of their income, leaving them stressed and unable to save. One day, after a heated discussion about their finances, they decided enough was enough. They committed to paying off the debts aggressively. They started by listing all their debts, from the smallest to the largest, and used the snowball method, a strategy that involves paying off the smallest debts first, while making minimum payments on larger ones. They downsized their lifestyle, sold items they no longer needed, and even picked up side gigs to generate extra income. Every extra dollar they earned went straight towards their smallest debt. With each debt they pay off, the motivation surged, turning a daunting task into a rewarding journey. Within just 2 years, Jessica and Mike wiped out their debt completely. This aggressive approach not only liberated them from financial stress, but also instills a powerful sense of discipline and control over their financial future. They learned that living within the means, along with a relentless commitment to eliminating debt, paved the way for saving and investing. The story serves as a beacon of hope for anyone grappling with debt, showcasing that aggressive payments can lead to profound personal and financial transformation. Rule number 3. Save an emergency fund. Having an emergency fund is like having a financial safety net that protects you when life throws its inevitable curveballs. Imagine this: you're driving to work and suddenly your car breaks down. The repairs cost thousands of dollars. Without an emergency fund, that unexpected expense could send you into a debt spiral, forcing you to rely on credit cards or loans just to cover the cost. But with an emergency fund, you can handle life's surprises without wrecking your financial plans. Dave Ramsey often talks about the importance of having at least 3 to 6 months of living expenses saved for emergencies. It's not just for car repairs or home maintenance, it's for the unexpected layoffs, medical bills, or even global events like the COVID-19 pandemic that caught millions off guard. A strong emergency fund acts as your financial defense system. Consider the story of John and Melissa, who after years of financial stability found themselves in a crisis when John lost his job. With the emergency fund in place, they were able to cover the mortgage, bills, and daily expenses without dipping into their retirement savings or going into debt. This cushion allowed them to navigate the job search with peace of mind instead of making rash financial decisions out of desperation. On the flip side, those without an emergency fund often end up derailing their financial progress by resorting to high-interest loans or credit cards when they start to strike. Having that buffer in place isn't just about peace of mind, it's about preserving your wealth-building journey, no matter what comes your way. Rule number 4, invest wisely and consistently. Investing wisely and consistently is the golden key to building wealth over time, a principle championed by financial expert Dave Ramsey. Imagine a young couple, Sarah and Tom, who after paying off the debts, decided to take charge of their financial future. They knew that simply saving the money in a bank account wouldn't yield significant growth. They had to make the money work for them. Sarah, an avid reader, discovered the world of investing through a financial podcast. She learned that investing in a diversified portfolio consisting of stocks, bonds, and mutual funds was essential for long-term growth. With a clear goal in mind, they set up a monthly automatic contribution to a retirement account. This consistent investment strategy ensured that they wouldn't skip a month, even during financially tight times. The journey wasn't without challenges. In 2020, as the pandemic rocked from the stock market, many investors panicked and pulled out their funds. Sarah and Tom, however, remembered the research and the importance of staying the course. They saw it as an opportunity, not a setback. Instead of selling in a downturn, they doubled down, buying stocks at a discount. This decision proved to be pivotal. Within a year, the market rebounded, and the portfolio flourished. Sarah and Tom also embraced the power of compound interest. They understood that the earlier they invested, the more time the money would have to grow exponentially. With patience and discipline, their initial contributions multiplied, illustrating the importance of investing not just wisely but also consistently. Their success story is a testament to the notion that investing isn't merely about picking the right stocks, it's about developing a mindset of discipline and perseverance. By committing to a strategy of wise and consistent investments, Sarah and Tom not only secured their financial future but also became advocates for others, sharing the journey and inspiring those around them to embrace the power of investing. Rule number 5, generosity is key. Generosity is a principle that many wealthy individuals, including Dave Ramsey, regard as essential to true financial success. It's not just about accumulating wealth, it's about what you do with it. The act of giving creates a ripple effect that not only impacts others, but can profoundly transform your own financial life. Consider the story of Howard G. Buffett, Warren Buffett's father, who was a U.S. congressman and a successful businessman. He lived by the belief that wealth should be used to uplift others. Throughout his life, he practiced generosity by donating a significant portion of his earnings to various causes, including education and healthcare. This philosophy didn't just help those in need, it also inspired his son, Warren, to adopt a similar approach. Warren often speaks about how his father's generosity taught him the value of giving and the impact it can have on both the giver and the recipient. Generosity as a way of returning to you. It creates a sense of gratitude and satisfaction that money alone cannot provide. When you give, you create connections, foster goodwill, and build a legacy that grows beyond financial assets. Many successful individuals have found that the wealth grew even more when they shared it. They understand that money is merely a tool for creating opportunities, improving lives, and making a difference. If you like this type of content, then press the like button and subscribe to our channel.